with that. And when I'm energy scanning, channeling with people and being present with people, that's part of the process. We're opening up more possibilities by me just holding a space and then doing the downloads that come through me. And then it's like, oh, okay, maybe. Usually it's like, oh, I don't know. There's not always, but often it's like, I don't know. I don't know about that. Maybe. And then if I say it enough times for some people, there have been clients I had to say it 20 times something, and then they're finally like, you know what, that's exactly right. And like it's their new brand name or whatever, and then they run with it and they've been using it ever since. So it takes time for the higher ideas to land because we have our blocks, right? We our conditioning and the 3D programming of, well, this is the way you do things, this is the way it goes. I always tell people things are way simpler. You talk, in business, you talk to people, you make them an offer of a product or service, and you ask them if they want to come in, basically. I mean,
Yeah.
all you have to do is get in front of somebody to do that. I mean, again, I'm simplifying. Yes, I'm a marketing and sales director, by background and even currently. But yes, there's all the other things. Yes, you got to nail your avatar and you got to get dialed into the nth degree. Yes, ultimately that's great. But honestly, there's people that have all that and still don't have the level of breakthroughs in sales that they want, right? They got all the other stuff, but they haven't allowed themselves to be open up and get filled up and connected spiritually to let things work because it's the infinite presence and then it's opening to the possibilities and the energy that wants to come through to create what it is that wants to happen in your business and your life that's making it happen. It's not going deeper into the brain all the time and the 3D. That's part of it, but it's not the biggest driver in my experience, especially if you're a spiritual person on an awakening path. It's totally not going to work for you 100% then. Some people are still in the 3D character sort of scenes and maybe it can work for them to a degree, but otherwise it ain't going to work at all.
Well, I've always thought like the more you have to do or to set something into motion to initiate, um, the more that's what you have to do to maintain it. That's what you have to do to sustain it. So if you can't keep up that level of energy, then it's going to be really tough to be able to stay in for the long haul, So you want to start the way you want to continue to the best of your ability. And so, yeah, starting in the highest vibrational place gives you the most flow, which is we've been talking about over the last course of the last, I guess, yesterday and the day before. So that's the last 2 days. So yeah. But yeah, and so beautiful. Thank you so much. We did kind of hype you on the on the reading thing. Are you up for that today?
Oh yeah, yeah, always. It's my jam to do the
It's your
the
jam.
downloads, the energy scanning, I call it, tuning
Yeah.
into everybody. Absolutely.
And that's also one his free gift. So make sure you jump on to the event page to get that as well. He gives a training,
Mhm.
kind of preview training of the energy scanning. And so he is gifting that to the registrants. So if you register, then you will be able to have access to that. So yay. So make sure you do that as well because he teaches you how to do this for your
Yes.
clients and yourself. So that is what's so cool about Daniel.
Everyone can do it. Many doubt if they
uh,
really can fully do it. But
yeah.
the truth is, every single one of those doubters are believers for the most part. Like every once in a while, there's one person here or there that it just takes more time. But usually within one day or less, people are believers.
I love that. I love that. So yay, I'm gonna do like last time the last or the few times that I've seen that you've scheduled it, I just the timing did never work for me, but at this one it does, and I'm hoping to be there, and I'm thinking Daryl will want to be there too. So
Awesome. That'd be
we'll see
great.
you guys
I
there when
remember
we see
greeting from you,
it.
Daryl, before and everything. Yeah, you got it
Yeah,
going on, man. With that psychic power of yours.
right.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, we've experienced a little bit. He's talked last evening, in the afternoon.
I just
So
gotta say, man, like it's just something you carry around with your whole life, and until you get sort of confirm, you've been getting confirmation, but until someone who sees in the way you see in the folks, you know, it's really helped me. There's this other thing going on. I don't know if I mentioned with the lights in the eyes. I got a whole bunch going on, man. It's really crazy, and I'm really, really excited to hear you today. Is there an interview that you did?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did do an interview.
Oh,
It's
okay.
going to be released with the bonus
Oh,
interviews. Yeah.
oh, so we got Daniel. Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah, and
that's
it's
awesome,
really
man.
good. Like it went really
Because I've
well.
had this conversation, I'll get to the back of the line and let some of the other people have a conversation, but
Yeah,
plan
raise
on
your
working with
hand
me
if
very soon.
you're wanting to be seen and tuned into. Hi, Dr. Sandra. She was our lead speaker on Monday or sorry, Wednesday.
Oh,
Yeah, so yeah, and that was a great time too. So this is a good time for you guys to just maybe tap into the chat. Yes, I'm interested. Oh, here we go. We got Josephine. Josephine, go ahead and where are you? Can't see you.
Oh, sorry about that. I was raising my hand to say, yes, I am interested.
Oh, okay.
all right. Good to meet you, Josephine. So you often what I do is I just tune in and start reading, downloading. I kind of know the theme of this here jam at the summit for sure. So I definitely will scan around those sorts of things, opening up your voice and whatnot, and whatever comes through. But what can support you best in thriving with your creative endeavors or business or whatever may be the case. And so with each one of you, I'll just say, as you come on and we say hello, I'll just say, are you ready to receive? And then I'll start doing some downloading.
Sounds good.
All right. All right. Perfect. All right. So just give me a moment. Just get grounded and tune in a little bit first, and then let it flow from there. Well, I'm just noted. I get this sense you've really got this connection with Monifa. I keep getting. I get this weave energy. I think it goes beyond this event. There's a definite strong connection in there. So, guys, I just really noticed that. But I get you're like this under the radar type of psychic yourself, and But I think I don't know if you'd like this for sure, but I kind of get you're like. Yeah, kind of, but like you're like that kind of vibe I get about it. So you're like, yeah, well, yeah, totally, and but yet you might understate it at times, but I get this feeling that you really have a strong understanding of things immediately, but also you can go into a place where things uh maybe you could be so strong and so knowledgeable about things and be right on top of everything, but I do get a sense that energy can come your way that although you're very strong, I get this sense of like, I don't know if it slows you down or just kind of freezes you at times, and you're just like, uh, okay, I just I'm not sure which way to go. Maybe it's kind of more like that for you. Not sure which way to go right now, and that can kind of stop you in your tracks in your life or business or whatever may be the case. And so I noticed that about you is because you could have a lot of certainty, but I feel like the level of certainty and confidence you can have is being kind of suppressed. So let me take a look at that in your energy field a little bit more, okay?
Okay.
I can hear something about I love those children. I'm hearing that in the field. Um, and I'm feeling the connection with some just the energy of guides and angels coming through. But yeah, I mean, I feel like there's just like this heaviness when I tune in more deeply now, into the crown. And I get a feeling like head trashing, like you're maybe head trashing yourself. Maybe you're a bit hard on yourself or really hard at times on yourself. Um, But so you could go into a lot of frustration cycles because you can see how much is possible. And then it's like, come on, what's the yield, So that can be a frustration. Now, when you're not in your frustration cycle, yeah, you might be like, yeah, it's going okay, or it's going really well. But I get a frustration cycle energy there and in the crown. But yeah, as we open up, so any so-called block is like, portals into the infinite, right? More opportunities. So as we open up that energy more right now, even a little bit, just a tweak, just like there's just so many connection points you have with the universe, probably the galactic and everything. I get a sense of like lots of light that can come in, and there are answers, there's solutions, there's resources and people that want to come into your life to help you. I get there's some stubbornness. You're willing to get help, but there is some I do it on my own type of vibe. So that can maybe keep you honed in on directions that you get strong on, you feel maybe certain on at times, but then there's limits, like you only get it so far sometimes. Again, it's not all universal principles, but on some of these things, but that's what I'm sensing. As it relates to things like I already mentioned your psychic ability. So you got those gifts. You've got the throat chakra. You've got a lot of fire. You got a lot of energy to bring. But honestly, I think it's like part of you is trying to soft pedal some stuff to be able to be nice, or there is maybe a lot of people pleasing at a level. I get. So I noticed that. Um, so yeah, there's a real depth and power and mystery inside of your energy. You got a lot to share, like a lot of deep wisdom. And, when you get with the right people, you can open up, but I feel like there's a lot where you just feel like people won't get it, or you won't be understood, or you'll be misunderstood. So that might be a theme in your life. Is what I'm sensing. The heart feels good. I feel a lot of good energy there, but there's betrayal I see in the back. So this is where people in the past have maybe left you or left you high and dry kind of thing or something like that. I'm kind of doing this a bit fast, but um, I sort of sense you're sitting on a gold mine of power and potential, and I feel like that's part of your job is to show people the possibilities, how much more could be possible. Let me see if I get the message of what that is real quick. Just get some of like there's infinite abundance and flow available to you, there's something with the message with that. And because you understand the interconnections with the what's unlimited and multidimensional or whatever, that sort of thing, and so much more is possible. And but I think you're a bit shy about it still yourself. As bold as you can be, there's still a bit of shyness about it. It's like, geez, I could, but should I feeling I get in you. So I don't know. That's what I sense. Some of the things I'm sensing, and yeah, I'll leave it there for now.
Thank you.
Does it make sense?
Makes total sense.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, it usually does, but you never know.
One